Hi, Impalas. My name is Kendall Wilson. I'm an assistant principal, and I'm also the assessment coordinator here at Poudre High School. We have state testing coming up the second week of April, and I imagine that both parents and students will have some questions. So I thought I'd start by getting those answers myself. I'm joined here with our principal, Ms. McKay, and as I said, testing is that second week in April, and what's nice about that week is we don't have school on Friday, so it's just a 4-day week. Testing's only in the morning, and different days are different tests for different levels. And the reason it can be confusing is that per testing guidelines, students that aren't testing and who aren't authorized to be on campus may not be in the building. So students who ride the bus to school, there is a second bus route. They just need to talk to their driver to confirm what time that pickup is. Every morning breakfast will be served as normal, and students the day of their test need to bring a couple of number 2 pencils, a calculator, and their school ID. Now, should they show up and not have those items, we're going to try our best to make sure they have them so that they're successful for the test. If they've lost their school ID, which I imagine that could never happen to your student, we can also verify them using our phone, just for SAT and PSAT guidelines. So we're going to break it down. It's pretty simple. Seniors aren't testing, but there is one test for the freshmen, one test for the sophomores, and the juniors have to take 2 tests. So let's start off by talking about the PSAT, and that's the test that freshmen and sophomores take. So now I'm a freshman or I'm a sophomore. Tell me about this test.
Sure. So this is a preliminary SAT, and many people have heard of the SAT. It's one of the tests that is used for college admissions. And so what's great about taking the preliminary SAT is that it's practice for you to see how you're doing in reading, writing, and math, and then get feedback on that so that you can improve for the SAT. So what is awesome that SAT does, or College Board does, is after taking the PSAT, students get a summary report, and it breaks down how they did on their reading and writing, and then also how they did on their math. It goes item by item, how you scored, and then you can also link your test to Khan Academy, and it gives you practice tests or practice problems so that you can get better in areas that you need to work on. So it's really valuable for 9th graders and 10th graders. Research shows that more often that you take the test, you will improve your scores. So this is a great opportunity for 9th graders and 10th graders to come, try their best on the test, get that feedback, use that feedback to improve for the next time, because that SAT score is really important when we think about college admissions.
Now I know Mr. Piccolo also told me an advantage to taking the PSAT is that it opens up opportunities for students in terms of scholarships and other post-secondary things. So I know that students who take the PSAT their freshman year, the PSAT their sophomore year, again, like she said, as you're practicing, you kind of improve your score each year. But also, those students are eligible for scholarships and other opportunity as opposed to juniors who have only taken just the SAT. So I thought that was interesting. All right, so now I'm a junior. Tell me about this test, the SAT.
Well, as I said, most people know the SAT as one of the 2 standardized tests that are most frequently used by college admissions. And so, again, it's really important. What's great is that back in our time, we had to pay for that test. You had to go off-site somewhere, pay for that test. The state actually pays for this for you, so this is a free opportunity for you to take the SAT, earn a great score, and then be admitted to whatever college you're choosing.
Now, Kathy, I'm a parent. You're a parent. You know the battle. We're constantly battling our kids. Do your homework. Did you hand that project in? We were up until 11 last night. All you have to do is put your name on it, and the list goes on. This is like the one battle that I do not have to engage in with my kid. In fact, I can be the good guy because, kids hear that, you know, there is a way to opt out, you know, so why wouldn't I have, I mean, I don't even know if my kid is going to go to college. In fact, he's interested in going into the trades, so there's really no advantage or benefit to him for taking these tests, right?
Well, I would disagree. Again, we know how important it is for college admissions, but additionally, many industries require some sort of testing. I've heard from automotive industry that require AccuPlacer testing, military, the ASVAB. So it's something that's a part of life, and again, we're offering this opportunity for all students for free, and it should benefit them. And we don't want any kid to close any doors. So even if at this point a student says, you know what, I want to go into the military, or I don't think I want to go to college, that may not be the case, 2 years from now. And so we want kids to, at least take the test, get those scores, improve those scores on future tests, so that they're not closing any doors for themselves to their future.
Okay, good point. Now, let's get to the really important stuff. I'm also the activities director here, and we're always looking for ways to create a sense of belonging for our students here. And so my goal is always to get as much Pooter gear on as many Pooter Impalas as possible. So this wasn't my idea, but I saw this at a conference and I think it was awesome. As Impalas this year, we're gonna suck it to the test. And so we are selling Pooter socks this year. They come in blue and in black, and you can buy them for one pair for $7 or two for $10. Originally, I was going to just give out free socks to every kid who took a test, because really, who wants to take this test? I don't like taking tests. Teachers don't even like doing this test. They'd rather be lesson planning and grading, but again, state mandates and whatnot. So we're just looking for a way to kind of make it fun and get gear out there, and we're really looking forward to a successful testing week, second week of April. Thanks. Go Pooter.